Hey y'all. Okay, so today I wanted to start a new series in which I discuss Black heroes, Black people who inspire me, Black people who truly define what we as a people need to be. The first person that I want to talk about is Thomas Sankara. Thomas Sankara was the president of Burkina Faso from 1983 to 1987. He is one of the greatest leaders that Africa has ever seen. To this day, he is somebody who continues to inspire us and encourage us to be better. So let's discuss Thomas Sankara a little bit. Thomas Sankara took power in 1983 in a military coup that was actually supported by the people who were poorest in the country, who had been neglected by the previous government, the previous administration. Thomas Sankara is the one who designed Burkina Faso's flag and composed the national anthem. Thomas Sankara is the one who named Burkina Faso, Burkina Faso. It was known as Upper Volta, a name that was given to them by French colonialists. Burkina Faso means the land of upright people, and Thomas Sankara wanted to pull that out of his people. He wanted to be the land of upright people, the land of uncorruptible people, the land of loyal people, the land of true people, the land of honest people, people of integrity. That is who he wanted to be, and that is who he expected his people to be. Thomas Sankara was a very intelligent military leader. He reminded the people that before the 70 to 80 years of colonialism, the entire country was self-sufficient. The people grew their own food, they had their own cattle, they provided for themselves. This fiction that Africa needs Europe or America or any other country, China, to survive, to increase, to grow and develop, it's all a lie that was created by colonialism and imperialism, and it was perpetuated by food aid programs, accepting food from the French who colonialized the country and used the people. Thomas Sankara cut his own pay as president of Burkina Faso, and he also cut the pay of several government officials. He sold off the fleet of Mercedes that were owned by the previous administration, and made it so that all of the government officials had to drive the least expensive car that taxpayer dollars would buy. He also made it so that all government officials, including himself, had to wear clothing that was made in Burkina Faso with Burkina Faso products. He himself never wore anything that wasn't made in Burkina Faso, and he led a very modest life. He considered himself one of the people, and this is what made the people really, really love him. He created schools in every district. He built healthcare facilities. He promoted women in government and military positions. He made female genital mutilation illegal in Burkina Faso and made it so that the young ladies who faced teenage pregnancy would not be expelled from school while their male counterparts were allowed to continue their education. He was a pioneer in feminism compared to his counterparts around the world. In July 1987, Thomas Sankara made a speech to his African counterpart in which he encouraged them all to band together and renounce the debt that had been incurred by their colonial predecessors. And in October of the same year, Thomas Sankara was assassinated in a coup that was led by his best friend and closest ally, Blaise Compaoré. It was a coup that was funded by the governments of the Ivory Coast and of France. I mourn Thomas Sankara, but I am so inspired by his thoughts, inspired by his love for his people. I'm inspired by the fact that he expected the best out of them. And he himself was not a hypocrite. He was an example to all of us. So God, may his soul rest in peace. And may his ideas and ideologies live forever in all of us and continue to inspire us as Black people. I love you, Thomas Sankara.